Welcome back everybody to the final video of this three-part series of the refurbishment of this 1981 standard electric model TLF 300 from Argentina. Basically the Argentinian cousin of the German VTAP 611. So in the first video, I disassembled the telephone for you all and gave you an idea of what it's like taking apart one of these phones. And I showed you the issues such as the broken dial ring on this rotary dial. And then the second video, I showed you all what I came up with to fixing that issue. I got a metal ring to hold in the dial now, so now it won't snap in half. It's a little ghetto on how I put it on, but it's a lot better than it was before because I couldn't get the glue to adhere to the plastic, so I decided to trash that. I also showed you the insides of the phone and with it being cleaned out and polished. And I also showed you the final workings of the dial. You know, I oiled it and I adjusted the spring inside, so now it's at 10 pulses per second. So in this final video, I'm just going to show you around. So I polished all the plastics, cleaned up all the cords, especially this handset cord. It was dirty. Still has some stains on it. I'm thinking it's from the leaching of the inside cords because there's like green and there's blue in there. So I don't know if it's leaching through that vinyl right there. I think that's what it is. You know, because see that it has a single prong plug. And it takes two wires, so this bottom part is one and the top part is another. So I will use alligator clips when I demonstrate the phone. I also made a number card for this dial center. Now this is a correct number card. They had their logo here. It looks like a letter E. You have like a rotary dial on the top, and then it looks like a 1/2 of a handset. And you can see the white forms the letter E for Intel. And then you also have Intel Argentina written out and a space to write your phone number. Now normally these telephones would have a white number card with the blue lettering and the logo. But because I don't have a color printer at work, I decided to make this one instead. Now these are correct, but they're found on the VTAP 791 lookalikes. They're Siemens. I don't know what model they called them down there, but they had those telephones down in Argentina as well, and they used the number cards with a black background. So I thought it'd be different from my other one, my other TLF 300 that I have in the collection that I made a video of a year ago. So I'll show you around the telephone. It's in good shape, other than the fact that it's suntanned. So it has been in front of a window or some fluorescent lighting. You can kind of see the difference in the color here. This phone's more of a bluish gray than it is a gray. Different shade than it is found on the VTAP 601. And I apologize, I'm not letting the natural light in today because it's so sunny and it would distort the video. And the dial is spinning at 10 pulses per second, as I said. Just needed a light oiling. Show you the handset. You can kind of tell the difference in the shade. It's a little bit lighter. You can't really tell. It's a little bit lighter on the other side of the handset. And of course, the sticker on the bottom is missing, so it must have fallen off at some point. There's the knob for adjusting the ringer. And I'll point out as well, I found some feet. I forgot I had some laying around in a drawer. So those are now on the telephone. So this phone has feet now. It's not sliding around on plastic. show you the line cord is in good shape. I had to let it soak overnight because I don't know if it was stained or such, and you can kind of still see it, but it was stained or something, and the dirt would just not come off, so I had to let it soak overnight. Also I cleaned the plug, the plastics for the plug. Now this part here screws off, and this prong is attached with these two screws to this plastic. You can see I don't know what S-A-N-T means. Maybe it's a company of who made the plugs. You can also see on the bottom, Industria Argentina. It's nice to have them with an actual plug on it. They had a different type of plug as well for the Intel. It must have been, I don't know if they were still using whatever household or building that it was installed in. Probably still had those type of outlets instead of the more modern ones. But they had two different plugs down there in Argentina. So now what I'll do, and I know this part of the video is a little bit short, but we will use a little machine over there and we will demonstrate the phone. So we will be right back. So now that I have the machine out, we will go ahead and pick up the handset. One little note, I got two new sets of alligator clips because I misplaced the ones I currently have. So I went out and got two sets of new alligator clips. These are a little bit nicer than the ones I had before. Let's pick up the handset. There's some dial tone. It's a little bit crackly. So you can see, hello, 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 hello. You can see the change in the line. I think there's also an inconsistency with the connection of the transmitter because the cords are a bit split near the restraint, so I have to kind of move it around. It's kind of picking it up at some point, but it's not doing it all the time. So that's probably why it's crackling. But it is working just on and off. Probably just needs a replacement cord, but I'm not going to worry about that. So now what I'll do is I will hang up the phone here and I will, hold on. Here we go. Doesn't like to stay in. Try that again. Okay, and now we will do the best part. I only get to hear the ringer. I had to adjust the ringer a bit because the bell was kind of wonky. So I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna push that away just a bit. All right, here we go. Oops. The cord doesn't like to stay. Give me a second. Go. All right. Take two. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little series. I know this telephone's not much to a lot of you because it's not American or British or anything. Kind of a simple, basic telephone from the 80s. But I thought I'd make things maybe a little bit more interesting than just showing the outside and kind of getting a little bit more hands-on in these videos. I have more phones coming in the mail, so I will have videos of those coming soon. I don't know how soon, but I also have other videos I need to do of some of the other phones, like the PMG 411 that I am still working on. It's almost done. But more videos are to come. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.